Hey guys, Cart here, founder at Nightlink. So, in this video, I'll be breaking down the 10 email marketing mistakes that I see every e-commerce brands do that are killing their sales. So, we work with over 20 e-commerce brands, right? Generated well over $3.5 million in sales. So, we've audited multiple brands, right? So, these are accumulation of the 10 mistakes I see all the time. So, I'll be breaking them down for you guys. So, hopefully, you guys can fix them for yourself and see an uplift in your email marketing revenue. And more importantly, better customer attention, right? If you do have any questions, feel free to just book in a time below. We can give you a free strategy plan so we can help you cover those areas of concern in your email marketing system. So not only can we help you boost your AOV, customer retention, and sales, but help you overall lower your customer acquisition costs. So let's get right into it. So number one, right, top of the funnel, offering discount codes on a success page, right? So giving the discount code on the success page right after someone submits their email in a pop-up, right? It's kind of like handing out freebies at the door without checking IDs. So what it does is it opens the door for fake or throwaway email addresses, makes it impossible to track who actually used the code and who didn't, right? So not only does it undermine your ability to gather real actionable data, but it also makes it difficult to create those targeted segments. So instead, what you want to do is send the discount code via the first email. So this ensures that you're actually getting valid contacts and you can track their engagement for smarter future campaigns and create overall better lists, right? So what you don't want it to do is something like this. As soon as you sign up, right, it tells you, thank you, enter this coupon code. You don't want to do that because you're not able to see who used it, who didn't. So later down the line, having to create those segments, it becomes pretty hard. Number two, having double opt-in enabled, right? So this is huge because it's kind of like making a customer knock twice before entering your store. So while it is meant to filter out less engaged subscribers, it actually creates unnecessary friction, right? Which causes potential signups to fall through the cracks. So in a world where, inbox competition is pretty competitive, so asking someone to confirm their email means they might get distracted by other emails and end up forgetting about you guys completely. So not only does this slow down your guys' ability to grow your email list, but it also decreases your chances to convert people that are actually eager into, one-time then recurring customers. So having a single opt-in process actually ensures that you're not only capturing interested users immediately, but it keeps them on top of their mind and in the inbox without any sort of unnecessary delays. So I want you to think about it like this, right? Someone goes on your site. 98% of the traffic that ever goes to a site, they end up leaving empty-handed and don't return back. So you have a pop-up. They give over the information. Then they have to go over. They end up waiting around 10 minutes. They get their double opt-in email on their promos tab where they're not notified about it. Then they have to click, yes, I want to confirm. And by then they have to wait for that email and shop. That process sounds a lot harder, right? Versus a simple, they come on the site, they see an amazing pop-up, they opt in instantly, they get their welcome email emailed right in their primary inbox, they're able to use a discount code and shop. And if not, we use the proper funneling and the flows to have that in place. But having that double opt-in just really adds those extra roadblocks in the ways that you don't need to. So it hurts your ability to grow that email list. So number three is not having two pop-ups, right? So what I mean by that is having one pop-up that's optimized for desktop and the other for mobile. So it's kind of like running two front doors, but only putting up a signage in one window. So if you're only showing pop-ups on desktop, right, you're missing out on the rapidly growing mobile audience that makes up a huge part of web traffic in general. So mobile users are often on the go. So if you don't capture their attention quickly with the pop-up, they will never return, as I mentioned, that 98%, right? But you also don't want to neglect either platform. So you're leaving valuable leads untapped, which hurts your ability to grow your list and just boost sales. So if you really want to fully capitalize on your traffic, it is crucial to have pop-ups that are optimized for both desktop and mobile, ensuring you can engage every visitor no matter how they access your site. So as you can see right here, mobile actually wins as far as conversion rates, but a lot of brands only optimize their pop-ups just for desktop, and that's where they miss on a lot of sales, right? So you want to go to make sure you can plug this into your current system, and you'll see a higher increase in your sales and a larger email list. Mistake number four, not collecting emails at the bottom form page. So having an email opt-in at the bottom of a page is crucial for capturing leads who may have missed other sign-up opportunities such as pop-up or header forms. Research shows that many users scroll through entire pages before deciding to take action. So providing an opt-in at the bottom gives them a final prompt to subscribe before leaving. Without it, you miss the chance to convert those who are engaged but not yet committed. And studies actually indicate that well-placed, unobtrusive email forms can increase sign-up by 30%. And failing to collect emails at the bottom can hurt your list growth and long-term sales potential. So what you want it to look like is very simple, right? Just let them know, have good copywriting in it, come off personable, let them know, join the email list, they can get an incentive and sign up right here. So sometimes issues happen. Sometimes people pop-up isn't working or it doesn't trigger for certain things. But having this is kind of just like a safety net. It's going to work really well and it will never hurt you. It will only help you. So having this is going to help a whole lot better and it makes your list growth ability be fully optimized and maximized. Another thing I see all the time, and it hurts brands under reputation a lot and deliverability, having inconsistent sending frequency. So sending emails sporadically is kind of like showing up to work whenever you feel like it. You're not able to really build trust or maintain any sort of engagement. So inconsistent email schedules can really confuse your subscribers. It leads to not only lower open rates, but also higher unsub rates. And studies shows that brands sending emails regularly experience 20% higher engagement rates than those with inconsistent sending patterns. Without a steady cadence, subscribers may forget about your brand or even view your email as spam when they do arrive. So making sure by having a consistent schedule not only keeps that overall email list of yours engaged, but also helps with brand recall, leading to more conversions over time. 6, right? It's going to be having weak subject lines. So overall, weak or generic subject lines are kind of like dull billboards. It's easy to overlook in the sea of the overall inbox clutter. So your subject line is the first point of contact. And if it does not stand out, your emails will most likely go unopened. And in 2024, originality and creativity are the key. To get your emails noticed, you want to have these 3 things, right? First of all, sound human. Second of all, be relatable. And 3, be playful at times, right? Everyone's emails look the same and boring all the time. If you can stand out just by looking like a human and sounding like a human, it does wonders to your guys' open rates, right? So I'd really look into encouraging and using that to see a better engagement. And overall, you just want to avoid the robotic, overused phrases. So instead, focus on just sparking curiosity, right? Creating that excitement and making your audience smile. Because studies show that 47% of recipients who open emails based on the subject line alone. So if you can make them pause and think or feel connected to your message, you're far more likely to boost open rates. And being authentic and having fun with your subject lines can be the difference between being ignored or, getting that crucial click. So as you can see, 47% open an email based on the subject line, 69 also report it as spam based off the subject line. So personalization is huge. So we want to go ahead and make sure we can incorporate these. This is also huge. I don't really blame a lot of brands for having lack of segmentation. Email marketing is very confusing, and I don't blame you guys. It's like its own game of its own, and having to go create segmentations and all that is very time consuming. That a lot of founders, decision makers, e-commerce managers, anyone really doesn't have the time for. So we're actually able to help our clients run by this. So if you have any sort of segmentation issues or overall email issues, once again, feel free to book in the time below. We'll give you a free action plan that you can give over to your team to implement off of. And yeah, we'll just overall audit your entire account. But yeah, so lack of segmentation, right? Sending the same emails to your entire list is kind of like trying to pitch a winter coat to someone on a beach vacation. It doesn't resonate. So in today's world, customers expect personalized experiences, which they expected, but many brands aren't able to do. So the brands that are able to are always the winning ones. Common pattern we've seen. And a generic approach makes your email feel pretty irrelevant. So without segmentation, you're missing out on the opportunity to connect with your audience on a deeper level. Segmented email campaigns have been shown to increase revenue by as much as up to 760% because they allow you to tailor your message to the right people at the right time. So whether you're targeting based on purchase history, right, or it could be geographical location like the country, state, anything that is, or behavior. One thing is that segmentation will ensure that your audience feels like you're speaking to them directly, which boosts overall loyalty and engagement. So the more personalized and refined your message is, the more your customers will feel understood and they are likely to convert. So this shows you the importance of that, right? Email segmentation ensures the right people go, or the right emails go to the right people, right? It's vital these days. So if you can even do this for your customers, it will be huge. And we are able to do this for a lot of our clients, and they see a massive increase in the open rate and click-through rates. And more importantly than that, people are actually replying back to the emails because it feels so genuine and personal. And that's exactly what you want to have. You want to foster that community behind your brand. Mistake number 8, something we see a lot of brands do. It's small, but it gets overlooked a lot. Ineffective CTAs. So a weak or confusing CTA can undermine the entire purpose of your overall email, right? The CTA is where the interest should turn into action, but if it's vague or even scattered, you'll lose conversions. It's crucial to have a clear, direct CTA in the first fold of your email, so reader knows what actions to take right away, because ideally, you want to limit your emails to around 2 to 3 CTAs at most and ensure they all drive the same action. So don't introduce a new task with every button, as it'll only create confusion. So using multiple consistent CTAs throughout your email reinforces the intended action without overwhelming the reader. So generic phrases like click here lack impact, while clear actionable CTAs like claim your discount now or unlock your offer are far more compelling and lead to better results. So just keep it simple, make it visually prominent, and focus on driving one main action to ensure your CTA converts effectively. Biggest thing that I could say is a lot of brands don't have the time to properly design emails now, and that goes a huge role into deliverability. So one thing that we always do is making sure to have a clear CTA within the first fold of every flow that there is, right? Because many of the people are just going to scroll through your emails and they're not going to actually read a lot of the copy or anything. So having that first CTA is what they're 100% are going to see if they open your email. So we want to make sure we can clearly navigate them to here's your discount code, or here's our new collection, or here's the new product. Shop now, right? Or any action that you're trying to drive, you want it within that first fold. That's going to boost your overall chances of getting a higher click-through rate. So this is also happens a lot with brands we see, and it's not your guys' fault at all, because it can be pretty confusing. But ignoring data and analytics, right? So failing to monitor your email performance means you're just missing out on valuable insights that can fine tune your strategy. So data such as open rates, click-through rates, and conversion rates, it provides a clear picture of what's resonating with your audience and what isn't. So without leveraging these insights, you're essentially steering a ship without a map. So you're trying to just guess your way through campaigns, which can lead to missed failed opportunities and underwhelming results, right? So the key metrics you want to look out for are open rates, click-through rates, conversion rates, bounce rates, unsubscribe rates, and revenue per email, or RPE, what we call it, right? Because by regularly analyzing these metrics, you can refine your campaigns for better results, and ignoring data means missing critical opportunities for optimizations. And without this insight, you're likely losing on potential sales and customer engagement. And one thing is, data will never lie. So your email list is probably the most valuable asset you have, right? Because you can always rely on them to test new offers, see what they like about the products, what you improve on, and it can be a huge needle mover for you to take your brand to that next level. But if you're not regularly optimizing it and actually looking at the data and analytics based off your customers' feedback, it is really hard for you to scale, right? So I'd look into fixing this. And then number 10, right? Having poor email design. So throwing together a cluttered or unattractive email can really be huge in disengaging your audience, right? So no matter how valuable your content is, if you're just dragging and dropping random elements into the Klaviyo without thought to layout or flow, you're likely to end up with the email that looks messy and pretty unprofessional. Poor design leads to lower engagement, fewer clicks, ultimately lost sales. So key designs elements you want to look at are mobile optimization, right? Clear hierarchy, structuring your emails with headings, subheadings, and concise paragraphs so they're easy to scan, guiding readers to their key points. White space. Avoid overcrowding your designs, right? Using adequate white space creates a clean, visual appealing layout, making it easier for readers to engage with your content. Then, consistent branding. Ensure your emails reflect your brand identity using consistent colors, fonts, and logos to build recognition and trust. Then, as we covered, clear and prominent CTAs, right? Your CTA should be easy to find, not lost in the sea of text. A bold, visually distinct button drives action and boosts conversions. simply dragging random elements into Klaviyo without these will just result in disjointed, ineffective emails. And a thoughtful, well-designed email enhances the user experience and makes it easier for subscribers to take the desired action, whether it's making a purchase or signing up for an offer. As I mentioned recently with Google, it's been pretty hard for brands to land in the inbox, and a lot of that also can fall back onto the email structuring and design. So it's really important for you to have that. If you aren't sure with your guys' email design or you want better looking emails, book in a time below and we will provide those for you. We'll give you a free mock-up for your brand, adjust it for you, give you a free campaign, and you will see the uplift in your guys' overall conversions. But here are some examples of good email designs, right? So as you can see, this email right here, we redesigned it over at Nightlink. Too much going on. People aren't going to read this. Way too many graphics, way too many links. A lot of it is hidden. But this is a lot more clear, concise, and easier to read. You get welcomed within the hero image, CTA, discount code, cool little text right here to let them know. We let them know the products in a very easy 2x2 form. And then we use some social proof right here with the clear CTA and we end the email. Same right here, right? We structure these emails not only for conversions, but optimized deliverability. So you can see this email looks a little bit more spammy. It's not the most visually appealing email. But when you put the email like this, it looks a whole lot better, right? So that's it. That's what we have. If you have any comments, feel free to, comment them below. If you have any questions, comment them below. You can get access to this guide in the link also. But if you want a free action plan and strategy for your email marketing so you can take it to the next level, let me know. Just book in a time below and we'll provide that for you. If you are a brand doing below 50,000, totally fine. Book in below. We'll guide you. I'll give you over some free resources. But if you're a brand over $50,000, there's definitely a lot of money being left on the table. So let us audit, give you exactly where those area of concerns are, and we will give you an action plan that you can use to be implemented off of. Or if you'd like, we can do it for you. Choice is yours. You're still going to get a ton of value. But if that sounds interesting, book in and stay tuned, like and subscribe.